So that's actually an old video because they are all new. There's new guys. Let's see if I can show a picture of the new picture um where they're all currently dressed up for the holidays. Let's see. So, same dinosaur, different outfit. Don't know
Different
if anybody
outfits.
can see that. Yeah, I
That's
don't know if
cute.
anyone can see that. And then there's another one that's dressed up for Halloween. I mean, not Halloween. Gosh, what? I don't even know. Where are we?
Thanksgiving, Christmas,
Halloween. Valentine's,
Valentine's
Valentine's.
Day.
That's because, like, for me, Valentine's is a lot of times
Uh,
I switch the two holiday. Yeah, I switch holidays up all the time. There's the two of them, and you can see how they. And those are the
oh,
dinosaurs
that's
from Pee
cute.
Wee's Big Adventure. That was a movie back when I was a kid, and they're
I
out
remember
here
that.
located in Cabazon, California. Today's show is called Mile High Moments. And realizing that I am currently not in Colorado and you are currently not in Colorado. Our Colorado guests, we are waiting for them to pop in. So we're just kind of like the pre chat, I guess, before the guest. And you are here with Lady E. Lady E is joining us from Texas.
Hi.
Lady E, introduce yourself to whoever's following. Oh, today also, I'm not sure, um, but I think I hooked everything up right. Everyone who is following this journey knows I am not a technical bird at all. I'm on this journey day by day and trying to get it all figured out. And yeah, so therefore, I think I figured out how to join our live stream to the Twitch network. So I
Awesome.
believe
Mm.
we're going live on Twitch. I know we're going live on YouTube. I tried to connect Instagram, but I don't know. I missed somewhere there. And I thought I was gonna go live on like TikTok or something, but I guess I can't do that. So I have to go a different direction to figure that out. But shout out to YouTube and Twitch and StreamYard for making these shows possible. Lady E, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Lady E. I'm originally from California, but I live in Texas. My voice is a little hoarse right now. It's been so cold out here. Um, but I have created my
How cold
own
is it?
hair.
How cold is it there?
It's 47 right now. As you can see, I'm still in my flannels at 2:36 in the afternoon. Last night it got down to like 23, 22. Um, it's so frigid out here. Like, um, my asthma's been acting up. I've had to check on my aunts and uncles. Like nobody has gone anywhere. Like I haven't even gone to check the mail at the end of the lane. Like it's so cold. It's cold. It's ridiculously cold out here. And the wind chill is even worse. Oh gosh, I wish this would be over. I really wish this would be over. I'd take
It
California
sounds
over
like I mean
Texas.
it sounds like that whole part of the nation is undergoing some really strict weather
Yeah, yeah,
situation.
it is. It's freezing over like just about literally. It's so cold out here. I don't even know if
Hmm.
it's ever been this cold out here. I haven't done actually looked up the history to see, but it's cold. It's real
What
cold.
can you really do in a situation like that to keep your like internal body like warm, like the temperature? Like are you like are people really in danger in like
um,
regular homes? Like I mean or are places that are back in the snow a little bit better insulated than say like I feel like I live in the desert
uh-huh.
and um like I grew up in a lot of homes that like didn't have any insulation, summer,
Oh
winter.
no, you wouldn't make it. Like, well, I'll tell you this. The fire marshals in town, like we have a few homeless people, so the fire marshals in town are buying them rooms because it's so cold outside.
She said a few homeless people, like there's maybe like 20 in the whole town. We have
No,
like,
maybe 5 or 10.
well, I'm just thinking like because like we have an upward capita of like 20,000, um,
Right. Wow.
you know,
20,000.
within blocks. Yeah.
20,000.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
There's 20,000. I mean, there's at least 20,000 if you go down to any especially in LA County, if you go down to any particular area, you can well, not like certain areas, but there's most areas where they yeah, it's integrated. There's thousands. I mean,
That's
it's just
terrible.
it's I couldn't even imagine being able to house all of the people that need to be housed in those areas, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, Seguin is a smaller town, so we don't have very many, but they are, looking out for them, and churches are putting them up. The fire marshals are putting them in rooms, and they put them back in rooms today. I know that as well.
Wow,
Um,
that's really cool. Yeah, even in my times in Colorado, like the homeless population, it was growing. And in the winter, there seems to be a lot more homeless services than, say, like I said, in the deserts, California, Nevada, the West Coast, where that's not
right.
really like the biggest of issues, right? Is the
Mhm.
weather. So, yeah, that's very interesting. We had somebody pop in, Lady E. I'm gonna stop you for just a second. We have
Okay.
a new person to the channel pop in, and we'll have to do a knock knock who is there with them at another
Excuse me.
time. But I wanted my friend, this is somebody who's also from Colorado since we're doing Mile High Moments today, and I wanted him to stop in, and he's I mean, been like business mogul like for the past 20 some years. He's had several different successful businesses, mind state model type of thing, motivation, all that. So I just wanted to have him stop by and basically, you know, tell us about whatever business he wants to tell you guys about, and or say hi, or whatever. We just talk here. We don't have like a real agenda. We just kind
Mhm.
of do. We talk. We like cool people. We like to uplift our friends and people who got motion so they can get motion. So tell us, Z, hi, how are you? How are you feeling today? What's the weather like? Break it down for us. Tell us a little bit about everything.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I saw your message there. I'm happy you sent it to me. Yeah, Colorado's it's awesome today. We definitely don't have a lot of the same cold front going on the south right now. I'll tell you that much. It's sunny outside and all the snow's all melted, so it's pretty nice out
Colorado
here.
is bipolar ass weather.
Yeah, we camping right now. So yeah, it's going good. It's you know what I love about it right now, the environment is so hyped right now with the sports. We calling it the trifecta. So we have the Broncos, the Nuggets, and then the Avalanche are all doing well. Obviously, the Broncos just lost, but you know everything's going great out here. The fashion community out here is growing up. Obviously,
They
that's
didn't
what.
lose. They didn't lose. We just chose to advance another team because they had a little bit more publicity than us this year,
Yeah,
and we figured it was their chance to go ahead and let them shine. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
we always
it
did.
was,
You know, we like to bump people. You know, just like I like to think the same way about the 49ers. Like we always make it to the gate part of the game,
yeah.
like, and then we just allow other people to get their shine on. We don't gotta be the big people every year. We them people when we step on the field. Broncos, 100% a fan and a supporter. It's kind of a Denver thing. When you live there, you will respect the
Yeah,
sport. It don't matter if
yeah,
you're a fan from somewhere else. When you get to Denver and
uh-huh.
Colorado, you will respect the sports. But the sports also respects you. They do a
For
bunch of
sure.
fun stuff in the Mile High. They give people food on days when they win. They do all
Mhm.
sorts of stuff for the youth. Like, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm a Broncos fan too.
Yeah. So what's been going on out there? You out there in Vegas? You said Vegas?
So yeah, so currently I this channel is basically the Coachella Valley Concierge channel, but it also doubles as the Vegas Variety
Oh, nice.
concierge, like a Vegas concierge variety. So basically state line. California, Nevada has always been a thing for me coming from the West Coast.
Hmm.
It's connected to me, especially out here in the Desert Empire. Our desert empire here in Coachella Valley is small compared to like the inner city and moving up north like towards Northern California and things. So basically Vegas as well. Vegas is people think of Las Vegas as this big huge. It is not. Nevada is a very small state, and so I've always really combined the two. I traveled through the back roads in the desert on them one lane, 2 lane highways where all the movies are made, where all the Indians and the buzzards kill you and all the psychopaths. It's a 2 hour drive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And
mm,
yeah, so basically, I'm always hold it down, repping for Cali, West Coast, Vegas, and things like that. But Denver is definitely and was and is always very dear to my heart. It was my second home.
mm.
I've got my family out there that created, and I love them. My daughter's family, all them is from out there. So definitely, I kind of have a love for all three. And I've been always working the entertainment segments, I guess, circuits for years, behind the scenes, supportive character. And I never really needed the limelight because I jumped out of that when I was real young because I saw where everybody else was headed with that. But I figure in today's day and age, quality conversation and quality people who know how to uplift people, get the right information to people. I can't take away from who I am. So I decided to just embrace that and kind of jump into different areas that I'm needed. So I act as a concierge for other people to come on a channel without having to have their own show, maybe just to get a message, to get an advertisement, to get a particular message, and kind of guide them how to start their own show, and some other things too. So business wise, I just keep going with the flow.
That's what's up, man. This is really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I gotta hop off in a minute, but I just seen the message and I was like, oh, that's tight, man. Yeah, I'll hop on real quick, you know.
Are you still doing the Bales bonds?
Yeah, so I'm getting ready to get relaunch that. I just been working on my magazine for Colorado, just getting all that together so that it could serve as like marketing advantages for all the different other businesses that we're going to be connecting with and helping like
That's always
represent.
the way to go. Yeah, in-house marketing and advertising is
Yeah,
always been the only way to brand since the
yeah,
beginning. Yeah, we'll
yeah.
have to talk more.
Okay.
Stay in contact and things, and
What's up?
definitely let me know what's up with the magazine because I love advertising. So
Okay, okay, I
yeah,
definitely will. I definitely will. Well, it's good to talk to you, and it looks like Lady E. It's good to meet you.
Hi,
You know.
you as well.
thanks for stopping. We'll talk with Z again another time.
Okay, I'll talk to you in a minute. Peace out.
You're still there, Lady E.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that was one of our Mile High friends chopping in for a moment. That was cool. He's owned multiple businesses over the years, so that was cool that he came in to chop it up. Um, I
Awesome.
I open our platform to anyone who is a cool person, has a business or an idea or you know um, anything important that they might want to get out there or say, respectively. And I've always really reached to try to help people be creative. Well, like yourself, how your business started small. You're like, I don't know, it's kind of a business, it's not really a business. It's totally a business. Bottle it up,
Yeah.
mark it up, brand it up, put it on
Yep.
the site.
Yep.
Get
Yep.
because it really you never there are billions of people in our world. Isn't it something like I mean, I haven't done the research lately, but I mean like there's got to be billions of people, right? So
Yeah,
like
I'm
you
thinking
think
trillions.
right, and so
Yeah.
when we think about when we think about like, oh, I might not have enough followers, people might not watch me. How am I going to get my information to these people? Like, you can't even think about that part. All you have to focus on is getting your information out there to the world, and the world will
Right.
do the rest. Because there are
Right.
billions of chances. You have to think smarter than the, oh, if I get 1,000 streams or 1,000 followers, I don't know 1,000 people. You don't have to know 1,000 people because 1,000 people know 1,000 people, and 1,000 of them people know 1,000 people, and you only got
Yep.
to know two people because with the way that the world works with the internet, you are
Hmm.
3 people away from knowing everybody in the world. It is that simple. I want
Network.
to take another moment, Lady E, and let's welcome another one of our Mile High magic makers, and this is the Colorado comedian, and he is joining us today from the Mile High. And I want him to introduce himself and say hello and tell us some briefness about himself. Take it over, Colorado
Good
comedian.
morning, or as I would normally say, what's up?
Oh.
So
There
it
it
is.
is.
It is the Colorado comedian on back with Flower. Hey, Flower, how you doing? How you doing? And Lady E, nice to meet you, girl.
Nice to meet you as well.
It's different. It's different kind of setup there. But
Yes.
I heard that things was happening, so I had to come in and say, hey,
Hey.
what you got going on there, Lady E?
Oh shoot, well, I'm originally from California. I live in Texas. Actually created my own hair product. When I went to beauty school, my hair fell out. I bleached it, fell out. My mom told me not to do it. I did it anyway.
That's how
And
you do
so
it. You gotta do it.
yeah, so I basically created this hair product, and I didn't put any heat on my hair for 5 years, and it made my hair grow. It was more lustrous, and it gave it visibility, manageability, and it was shiny. In about 5 years, it grew about 18 inches.
Congrats. Right on.
Yeah,
Now, is this your own
yeah.
mixture of stuff? I mean, is this your
Yes,
you?
it is. It's my own mixture. Yes, it is.
Makes sense.
I put a lot of love in it. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
I feel like we have a freeze somewhere,
Oh
but
yeah. Okay.
we'll get it figured out because like I say, sometimes I say this show's a little kinky.
Yeah.
But your hair won't be kinky with Lady E's oils.
Right.
Look at the luxurious shine. No,
Yes.
sometimes the screen freezes. It must be the weather.
It is. And I thought
I
mine
am
was gonna be
not.
terrible today.
I am not a comedian, but sometimes I'm quite a funny gal. I like that. The funnier part is that it froze on that picture of him, and I thought that looked so cool.
I
I
know,
should have
right?
screenshot. I should have screenshot that because
You
I could
did.
have used that as a still picture. So he popped out. He'll probably pop back in. That's normally what people do on this show.
Right.
It's the
Usually
Poppins
it's
show.
me.
It's the Poppins show, but I'm not
Okay.
married.
That's funny.
And
And look, I have the greatest service today, and that's so funny. I'm always the one popping in and out and in and out. Oh, she must have lost service. We can't never get Lady. I don't know what's going on with her.
and then on the days everybody else's service don't work, you're like, "Hi, I'm here. How are you?"
Okay, I'm like, what's up? Why ain't nobody talking? What's going on?
I know it. So
That's so.
tell me, lady, do you watch reality television?
Oh yeah, of course. Mhm.
Oh, you're like, oh yeah, of course. Like I know things because
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I like am really just now falling into it. Like I really never watched reality TV. I haven't
Really?
watched actual TV for a very long time. I watch like streaming and like YouTube and like Netflix and like things like that, right? So I haven't actually watched like reality TV or any of them kind of things or any of them spin-offs or any of them anythings. And yeah, so I was just wondering the shows that people be, keeping up with or watching or whatnot, and some of the things,
Um.
these network. I don't know what you would call them because they're not like mainstream TV shows, but they're like called like network shows.
Oh.
Mhm.
Like. I don't know. I watch like a lot of documentaries. Um.
Mhm.
I like documentaries. I also enjoy like some reality shows like Love and Hip Hop. Um I I don't even watch the news anymore to tell you the truth. But
Well, because and that because you literally can get all your news now on social media.
no, because you want me to be honest?
Yeah,
No,
please.
because
I
of the
love
president.
honesty.
Because of the president. I don't support him. I don't support what he's doing. So I and everything. I feel like everything in the news now is bad. There's so many bad things happening. There's so many people
You
losing
have
their
a
lives.
you've got a bad algorithm. So
Yeah,
because and
I
so
do.
hear me out, but hear me out, because the crazier part about how I know how media and under things under work, right? Because you don't align with the views and you don't like him and support him, your actual feed of news from all aspects and sources going to be negative to you.
Well, no, not so much necessarily.
No, but hear me out.
Okay.
Like, even just the way you think, like, you don't even have to, like, mention you don't like you know what I'm saying? But that it's the way AI and the media and
Right.
everything is nowadays. Right. So
Mm-hmm.
because of the choices you make, the things you buy, the
Mm-hmm.
way you talk, the things you scroll, the things you do watch, the things you do listen to, it knows already
Mm-hmm.
your political
Mm-hmm.
views. And so it's going to feed you
Right.
more of the
Mm-hmm.
negativity that goes based on your views of what you believe. It's not going to tell you all of the three positive things that happened this week because you
Right.
don't like that's not, you're over here. So, I
Mm-hmm.
really think that like cuz I believe that un unrestricted media has drove the world crazy. Like it is
Yeah,
so
you're right.
amazing to
You're
me
right.
to watch how
Mm-hmm.
fast one thing can be construed in 12
At,
different directions and have
yeah.
nothing of
Yes.
any truth or the perception of what the actual fact was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
like things like when you say you don't support the president and like you don't support the things he's doing, and then here on my end over here, the price of eggs is phenomenally low. The price of gas. No, but listen, the price
My
of
neighbor
gas.
sells eggs.
Look at the price of gas that used to be almost $7 a gallon for us in California.
Hmm.
It's like $3 something a gallon. So
Wow.
I have, and I might not agree with individual things
Hmm.
that's being done with particular items on the agenda,
Hmm.
right? But
Hmm.
as an overall, when
Hmm.
I see the boxes marked and checked of the things that were said that were going to be done,
Hmm.
they are getting done. And so business wise,
Hmm.
it's a different type of level of respect because my opinion on the person, how we
Hmm.
talk to people, how he handles business, all those kind of things. I mean, that at the end of the day is whatever, right? But when you
Right.
see the actual agenda of things that have been changed,
Hmm.
done, reworked,
Hmm.
recreated,
Hmm.
I don't know. It's a little bit back and forth for me, you know?
And I understand and I agree with you with that as well. It's just um certain things I don't agree with. I do watch the news. I mean, I don't watch it all the time, but I do watch it.
No, you're
And when I
aware.
do watch
You're aware
it,
of what's going on.
I'm most definitely. My mom watches it every single day. My aunt and uncle watch it every single day. They watch it all day. And I'm like, y'all are crazy.
What
I'm
you're
not watching the news
watching
all.
though, and that's what I'm saying. It really matters what you're actually watching, because there are people out there in different regions. You're getting different news for very specific reasons. And
Mhm,
again, the way that you believe is the news they're going to keep feeding you on particular channels and
mhm,
on particular algorithms, because they're feeding into that. Like, oh, you don't like this? We're going to keep feeding you this
yeah,
negativity. And again, we're not going to mention this that was
right.
really good that we did. And like
Mhm.
over here, the thing with ICE and stuff is really big, the
Oh, it's
immigration
terrible
stuff.
out here.
But at the same time, I'm looking at it from a street level, right?
Hmm.
If a political person makes a political decision up here on the ladder,
Hmm.
it still has to be carried out by individual people down the rungs of the ladder.
Right.
So if the people on the street interaction level are being treated a certain way, it's
Mhm.
not necessarily the reflection of what the president wanted it or how they saw fit to that's the people right here at this level
That's true. You're right.
doing that. Like,
Hmm.
right? So that's
Hmm.
what I'm saying. Like, each level has the chance to take it to the higher level and say, hey, we don't agree with this particular order, or we don't agree with this particular action. So I think that fuels the fire, right?
It does. Most definitely. Most definitely.
Because we should be against the people willing to will-nilly just collect a check to berate
Hmm.
another person, or to
Yeah.
reprimand another person without the question of, do you guys, there's got to be a better way to do it, right? So how
Mhm.
do we address it better? I
Right.
mean, I don't know, that just seems to be for me the way.
Hmm.
Oh shit, I didn't even see we came. Okay, here we go. There we are. Okay, we have got. And is it just me, or is he like completely changed costume?
Yeah, he changed background with you again.
Okay, because he knows how to do the whole background thing. Like, that's cool. Yeah. Okay.
I don't.
I can't help it. What am I
you know,
supposed to say?
um the comedian, you remind me so much of my dad's spirit, and my dad passed away. When you did that with Subby Saw, I got a big old smile on my face. When I was little, my dad used to do that every time I'd call him. He would just, what's that? And
That's my thing.
he
That's my thing. That's my thing.
dying. Yeah, that made me feel really warm inside. That's great. That's amazing.
Aw, look at my channel. This channel just bringing people together, uplifting people, bringing memories and good thoughts and community together. Tell us, Colorado comedian, what is the weather out there in Colorado? It's like, we had somebody else pop in from the Mile High a few minutes ago.
Oh no.
A Bales bondsman friend of mine, and he said it's kind of sunny out there today. Is that the case on your end of town?
He's a lie. You don't listen to people that no. If you are with the police, they a lie. No, no. It's got snow on the ground, it's cold, and knowing goddamn darn well that dude over in the freaking mountains, with the wood and shit. So I ain't saying that and it's not hot. It ain't hot. It's supposed to be hot. You know what I'm
Oh, he
saying?
didn't say it was hot, but he
No,
said the sun is out now with that bipolar weather.
That's what it is. He's bipolar. Don't listen. Okay. What? I bet you he's a Gemini. Is he a Gemini? Because I'm a Gemini. I don't know. I don't tell you shit. I'm a liar.
I'll have to ask him. We'll have to ask him on the next episode. I'll have to have you come on and do his interview on the next episode.
I sure will. And I'm gonna say I'm from New York.
New York City. Get the road.
New York. Get the road. He ain't got that thing no more.
You remember that commercial?
Yes.
Taste Pecani stuff. Huh? New York City.
New York City.
New York City.
Yeah, don't go to Colorado. You might get messed up there, buddy. Sure will. Sure will. Mess with me. Shit, I'm the wrong person to mess with. So, real quick, how do you ladies feel now that y'all about to take over?
Take over what exactly?
Over. Like all over. Y'all gonna take over the world. Y'all gonna take over the money. Y'all gonna make sure these stupid motherfuckers ain't
the world is ready
right,
for I don't think the world is ready for women to take over.
Yeah.
I don't think that these women are ready for women to take over. I think most of these women are still confused out here. I think that there's a very strong percentage of women that are coming into their own, being able to make their own decisions and see things and take over powerful positions. But in no way do I think that women are ready to take over, because they are still very much women, still very much feminine and naive in certain ways of the world and how things work. Mm-hmm. And people always say, oh, you're a woman hater. I'm not. I'm very much a girl's girl. I'm just a realist. And I know that, but I also don't believe that us moving forward with the men at the helm is the way to go either, because the bigger dick, it's like a bigger dick contest. It's just a consistent big dick contest, back and forth, mm-hmm. with the women and children as spoils. I do believe that if we can continue to create powerful women alongside powerful, educated men, that possibly, perhaps in the future as a species, we would be able to have strong, powerful, continuum together as a species. And that's what I hope for, because in no way do I want to see the women, and I'm sorry, I like I said, I'm a very independent, strong-willed woman, and in no way do I want other women, these women that I see walking around with their opinions and their backwardsness and their silliness and their this and their anger. Women are so angry. Why are women so angry? I don't want
these right dudes. That's what's wrong. If y'all was fucking right dudes and he was dicking you down right, you wouldn't have no problem. But I'm gonna go back.
Well, I think that's the problem. That's how they all got all confused, was because they was just letting the right ones dick them down, and then the right ones was the wrong leaders. They was just the right dick. And I think that everybody got thinking that they whatever, and then but women, what I have found is women are so confused and misplaced, angry. And these young ones too, though. These young men in the world are confused and I understand why, because it's like, who do you trust? Who do you follow? Like, everybody's got an agenda. Even the most righteous man in the world gets to the point where he's so rewarded, and then you come to find out that he, did bad things. Like, it's just our world is so confusing. Like,
they dumb as hell. That's what they are. They dumb as hell. Yeah. This younger generation, they disrespectful as fuck. Excuse my mouth. They need to be slapped in the face with a damn Bible and get their mouths washed out with some damn soap. They so disrespectful. They have no.
But you know what? You want to know why? You want to know why? Because they've been introduced to humans that nobody's introduced them to a higher power.
Get their ass beat.
I'm
Like
just
my
No,
saying,
grandma
I don't
used
think
to.
that the youth knows a higher power because they see everybody else let down. They see
Mhm.
everybody else. They've seen death and murder and bad things happen, so they don't
Mhm.
trust in anything and they don't believe in anything. They don't have any respect for life.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
don't,
And
can't
that's
use that
true.
R word.
Yeah.
Can't use that
That's
R word.
yeah. That's so true. That's so true. I met like I remember like some like my friend had brought someone like someone gave him a ride or something like his house had burned down and one of his friends had given him a ride and he was like 24 and I was like, boy, I'm old enough to be your mama. Like, if you don't get out of my face, like, please get out of my face. And he was like, yeah, I'm really smart. And I'm like, you know what? But you really say dumb shit. How are you really smart, but you say dumb shit? I don't understand that. I'm sorry. I graduated like 3.97 out of my class. Like, that's pretty damn high. Like, I'm not the smartest in the book, but I ain't the dumbest neither. You know, a lot of things that people think that sounds smart I'm like, did you even listen to yourself before you articulated the words come out your mouth? Because
Man,
I mean, just saying, like, you look dumb as hell saying whatever you're saying right now. You really think it's cute, and you look just absolutely atrocious. Like, stop yourself while you're ahead.
I've
Like,
noticed that
I don't get it. I don't get it. They have no values, no respect, no coof, like no anything for anybody, not even themselves.
You know
Nothing.
why, right?
Why?
Training,
True.
homeschool
That's true.
training,
That is so true. Yeah,
100%.
right.
If you are
yeah,
not trained
because
at home, look, all y'all motherfuckers that's watching. If you are not trained at home, that's the reason why your kids got problems.
Right. Yeah.
So next time you decide to go, oh, I'm gonna chastise this child for some other bull, go ahead, chastise them. But remember, you got to chastise yourself too.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Because
right.
there's a lot of people out there be like, oh, my kid, my son, 24 years old, is a crazy fuck. I will say that. Yes, he's a crazy fuck. You know why? Because he took all the shit from me. I was crazy. I'm just insane now. I've been leveled up. So he got the crazy. I'm just insane. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm just like, woo. But that's the old age kicking in too, because
I
there's certain
mean,
things.
crazy and insane are doable levels right now. I mean, I think
Right.
I surpassed both of those with psychopath, but it being that you're able to identify in other people, right?
Oh yeah, look, my
Sometimes.
parents are therapists. Like,
Yeah. So you can say
I
for
can
you're like,
see
oh
it.
yeah, you
Oh,
right there, yeah. I'm good. Like
I'll be like X. No. I'm good.
what do
I'm
they
there
say?
too.
Swipe left. What is it? Swipe left or swipe right? Get up out of there. Swipe
Swipe,
left.
Swipe
swipe
right.
right.
Swipe
I'm
right.
not. I'm
Swipe
not
right.
keeping
Yeah.
none of
Decline.
them.
Decline. You're
Yeah.
fired. Decline. Yeah. Yeah,
And
no.
that's a bad thing too, if you think about it. 95% of the world that I'm noticing wants to, how can we say,
Be
all
accepted.
be connected in a way.
Yeah.
So the connection that we're getting on is, I can't stand this fucking thing. This thing with, I can't stand this thing. I can't stand the cell phone. I can't stand a computer. I can't stand an iPad. You know why? Because
Yeah.
all that shit is fake. F-A-K-E,
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
So how many times am I going to sit there and watch? And, okay, I'm not giving out too much, but how many times am I going to watch Pornhub and the bitch ain't real?
I thought I was under the assumption that Pornhub was created for amateurs, like for real people doing real stuff. No.
Yes, it
AI.
is.
Oh wow, it's AI now. That sucks.
Yeah, that basically means you haven't
That
been
really
clicking your
sucks.
mouse lately, there, Missy. But normally when you click your mouse,
Yeah,
you
no,
have
I
some
haven't.
visual.
I haven't.
Yeah, you get
I
a
haven't.
whole list. Hmm.
I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
logged on. I admit I haven't logged on to my hub recently. You know, to
yeah. Because your hub ain't no hub no more. It's an AI hub. Everything is fake.
Yeah.
They ain't no. How
I need
many?
it.
How many
I
I
need
dudes
it in
you
real
see
download the
on
life.
old school
TikTok?
ones, so yeah.
Which one? Yeah, you see, you got to go old school. Here we go,
I
old
need it in
school
real
rather than
life.
new school.
Online porn never did it for me.
Mandingo.
I need
And the man
it.
Dingo's fake. That motherfucker
Mhm.
fake. They got the cut with the.
He's
That's
fake.
nah. He fake.
Are you
Oh
serious?
my
From the
god.
80s, he's fake. Really?
Fake.
Really? Oh
Fake.
wow! I could have sworn that looks so real.
Fake.
Oh my god.
Fake.
Wow, I did not
Fake.
know
Fake.
that.
Mhm.
Wow, I did not know that. I could have sworn Mandingo was real because he looked real.
Of course. Hey, you know, they tried to keep the whole black men are longer than ever.
What
You
do you
know,
think? What do you guys think about? So obviously, back in the day, people had more real life experiences, right? And
Yeah,
then, as um, as things became more glorified into like prostitution and porn and things like that through what like the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, whatever, and now like addiction to porn. Do you think that, because I feel like the reason why people move on from experience to experience, why they think, oh, they have to have all these different people or think they need to try all these different people, is because porn itself has created a false narrative of what sexual connection
yeah,
is. Like it's so
yeah,
performative, right? So these younger, especially like younger guys, are looking for that. Like if you're, if you're not performing like the girl on the porn, then like you're not doing it right or something. Do you think that?
yeah. Me personally, I do.
And the
uh,
expectation, like a man's expectation of what, is
yeah, ain't nobody finna do all that. Ain't nobody finna do all that.
and let that be the
there
reason
are
why
there are
we
women
ain't
out
all
there.
together now.
What
Think
did you
about it.
That's the
say,
problem.
Colorado?
I was saying now let that be the reason why we ain't all together now.
Right.
Hypothetically speaking, everybody's mentality and everybody's thought is that this is the way that it's supposed to happen because we've been trained. Here we go again. We've been trained or conditioned to this is what it's supposed to be. Now, if I got together, now this is hypothetically speaking, I'm not saying this has happened, you comment motherfuckers, but let's just say, for instance, I walk by Lady E. We walk down the street, we pass each other. The best thing that end up happening is she says hi to me, I say hi to her. Now, let's take out the whole entire internet thing. If I didn't know that she was here, I'd have never seen her, and I'd have walked right by her on the opposite side of the street because she's got something going on. I got something going on. We ain't gonna collabo. Now, is that wrong? Yeah, that's wrong because I'm supposed to acknowledge my peoples when they walk down the street. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Smith? I'm not supposed to do that. We don't do that. We're not going to do that. Not anymore because I haven't seen you physically. I haven't seen you personally. And then again, the only thing I've seen of you is, i.e., what's on this 4 little rectangular type screen, which means that, unless you fucking me on the screen, we ain't fucking.
Right.
Now,
Basically.
I mean, in all reality, though, like, because I'm all for meeting all of the people in your stage, in your scene all day long, right? Like, I'm so for that. But in reality, the massive amount of population of people, you would have to stand on the freaking corner and just greet everybody all day long to be able to meet all of the people walking by in your scene anymore.
So you got to be a hoe.
I don't necessarily. Well, I mean, if that's the corner you were picturing over there, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
if you got on a
I
corner
was
to me, yeah,
picturing
you a hoe. That's a hoe.
here. I'm picturing more like a booth in Vegas where they sign you up for like tours and credit card companies. Like,
Yeah, that's a hotel for a hoe.
yeah.
If you got it, if you know how to pull off a hotel, then yeah, you's a good hoe.
Like
That's a good hoe.
over here in like more tourist destination areas, there's always somebody kind of standing on the street where tourists are walking that are trying to, you know, contact every single person that they see with sales, right? So
Right.
we're gonna get them in, give them a flyer or something like that. That was kind of more the perception, but yeah.
But see, here's the thing too. Las
But
Vegas
you're
has
saying
made it
like
so
she's on her
easy.
way somewhere and you're on your way somewhere. So people don't always stop to interact anymore with the people that are walking by that are the people in their scene they're supposed to meet.
You know why, right?
Because of
Las Vegas.
everybody's heads.
The reason why is because Las Vegas is a hell of a place to be. Las Vegas gives out all ambitions, all securities, all everything. That's in Las Vegas. But the fucked up part about it is everybody thinks, like they keep telling you, they bring that shit back. And they don't. There's no possible way that you can tell me that if you happen to have one of the most lucrative things going on in Las Vegas, that motherfucker is lucrative in Oklahoma.
That's true. That's true. I'm talking Cali too, though. Like out here in Hollywood, there are people that, you know, talk to you and they try to get you on these trips and tours. And I just was thinking of more so those are the people that are able to stand outside all day. It takes an actual job, 8-hour job, to be able to talk to every single person in your path that's walking down the street.
No, don't get me wrong. Now, if you're saying you're living your last days and you need to say good, hello and goodbye to everybody, then yeah, it is going to be hard for you to stand on a corner and say hello to everybody that you've met. Now, being a stand-up fucking retard that likes to lie a lot, in other words, a Colorado comedian, I would state that unless you've ever seen me on stage, it's about the same thing. If you don't know me, you've never seen me before, yeah, this as I say, hey, and that's why I always open with how I open. Because it's never gonna be this, it's always gonna be the same opening, but it's gonna be new to you.
Unless, of course, they've seen your shows over and over, and then it won't be new to them.
It won't be new, but they know that's how I'm gonna come out on the stage every freaking time.
Yeah.
If you hear me do my rant and rave when I come on in, hey baby, here we go. Let's go. But see, that's the same attitude that I get when I walk out my door. I'm already in form. So everybody that's looking at me, you're getting stand-up comedy right there in your face.
Yeah, that's when you're your own brand and your own character, and you've been that character for, since you were an adolescent. That's just kind of like who you are. And that's what I mean about being able to touch all of the people or connect with all of the people in your path. Like it's literally part of your day. Like it's part of your scene when you're out. Like that is your character. You are in performance for the higher power above, and all of the things have been placed in your path, all of the things you need, all of the particles, the tickets, the ideas, the people, the support, and you just have to play the video game of life and work and walk through it. There are obstacles. You get through or you walk over the obstacles and then you gain a coin or you know what I mean? Or you get the little trinket or whatever and you put shit in your artillery bag and yeah. I like to look at life like that. It makes it a little bit more interesting for me, a little bit funner, I guess, or more fun. I don't know which is the proper way to say that.
You
How
can
do you
make up
think
some words.
something is funner, or is it more fun?
More
Because I don't
fun.
have anything but I don't have anything I thought that too, lady, because I'm an English girl, major,
Right,
what
me too.
like, but at the same time, I'm not comparing it to anything. So technically, it would just be to make life funner in the sense of not fun.
Right,
True.
like
Very
fun,
true.
funner.
So funner
Funniest,
becomes
or
a feeling of fun, right? Like
Right.
to feel
Right.
fun, right?
Right.
Because I a long
Yeah.
time ago when I was very young, I don't really feel fun.
Mhm.
It's very hard for me to relax in the moment. I am
Mhm.
somebody that is so focused and goal and multiple stream connection ahead of myself that it's become my life. The joy in things that other people feel, I don't necessarily feel. If it's
Okay.
not productive or it's not, monetary, like if it's not, I don't know, like I just I don't know. I don't know what you would call that. I mean, it's not like a workaholic because I technically like don't work, but it's that feeling of, again, if it's not monetary, productive, if it doesn't, level me out, like I don't know, then it just feels like a waste of actual moments of my life.
Goal derived.
Now, what does that mean though? Because like I have goals.
Um, that you are goal derived. Maybe that you're stimulated by goals, making goals, um, fulfilling goals. Um,
Oh yeah, I'm completely uninterested in the actual like goal. Like I have goals and I work toward them, but I'm totally not interested in them now. If that makes sense, it's weird. I don't know how to explain that, but like they don't excite. It doesn't. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I get excited to work towards something, but not really.
okay.
Not really. It's like
Like
sex.
I don't feel fun. I don't feel joyful. I don't feel like I always feel like something is like, okay, what's next? Or what like
Oh, you're waiting on your next task.
Yep.
yeah, maybe like maybe I was such an overachiever that now being an underachiever is confusing because I feel like I'm far ahead of the class already.
Well, you
Oh,
are.
yeah. Oh, he's so smart. He gets bored in class.
Yeah, because you are. I mean, the instructor hasn't given you anything for you to lock into to have you advance in that particular area. There's a lot of people out there that love, fuck it, they love history, they love science, they love math, they love English. All these particular ones that I'm talking about are just situations where people are going, that's what my teacher or my instructor gave me. So sure,
Bingo.
less.
That's a key. You said teacher or instructor. It is. It has been the most. I don't even know how to. Well, I don't even know what word I'm looking for. A teacher or instructor is what I have not. Even though
Right.
I learn from all and everything. I make it a definite importance to educate myself with things that I don't know.
Okay.
But as for an actual mentor, guide, teacher, instructor, I have always had none that
You
I
know
was.
why, right?
Huh?
You know why, right? Most
No,
people are sometimes not teachable. Most
right.
people that actually have 95%
Right.
everything going on, you can't tell them anything. So
Yeah.
you're already advanced enough for it's as in other words, I'm telling you, you are no longer a student. You need to become a teacher.
To become a teacher. Yeah.
Right. And
Because
that's kind of where, again, like in the mastering of things, like there are a few things that I would like somebody to be able to work with me to master in
True.
certain areas. However, I don't end up finding that correct person that is solely that to be able to teach. And that's something that's kind of like when we were just talking about society and how it's going and people and generations. That is the one thing I think that mostly remotely scares me about our life here on earth, our existence, our generation, is that it seems to me every other existence of every other civilization taught their civilization how to survive. They taught
True.
them how to grow, how to work, how to protect, how the proper, like how to be good humans, whatever.
Right.
And our civilization moved into entertainment and consumerism, and masked what reality was. And now we're all living in an age of complete created reality. And I think that it's a bit scary when you don't have the elders information and correct stories and correct facts to rely on or live off of. um you know
You're doing good. You're doing good.
yeah, so when we say becoming teachers and wise to things, it's so important that we document things as they
True.
are.
I.e., why Diddy is in the problem he has now. He documented everything. He shouldn't have,
Right.
but he did it.
Yeah, he's stupid. He's stupid
Reality,
as hell.
but in reality, the actual documentation of that is what ended up saving him from other turmoil and other things and mishaps. So the thing that he's on, I mean, again, when we look at this, it was a modern day witch hunt. That's all this was. It was, I
Yeah.
mean, all they did was put his sexual preference out there, and all they did was crucify a bisexual man.
Well, I wouldn't say
Yeah, but he
bisexual.
thought
I
He
just say
wasn't
gay.
on trial for any of the things that people's opinions or the things that happened. He was only on trial for being a freaky motherfucker. That's it. And you
Yep.
shouldn't
'cause
be on trial for being a freaky motherfucker.
I
If
mean,
that's the
true,
case, then
but
I'm on
and,
trial
like,
every week.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
right.
it
I'm
made
saying,
no sense.
um,
It made no sense, but it also proved to the world that we can say that you robbed a liquor store, but we can show a picture of you beating up the owner, and we're going to forgive you for robbing the liquor store because all they're going to care about is that you beat up the owner. So you're not a
Right.
thief. You're now assault person or whatever. Like, but we're not on trial for the assault. The assault had nothing to do with anything because oh boy hit you too. It was an altercation. It was a fight. You both were fighting, but you're on trial because you stole the beer out the liquor store. But nobody cares that you stole the beer out the liquor store because everybody wants to steal beer out the liquor store. Nobody wants to pay for it. So nobody gives a shit, but they only care because they saw you clock an old man on the couch. That's it.
yeah, because I mean, like I had watched some of the documentaries. Like I said, I really like to watch documentaries and like people like what he did, like that is gonna be with them for the rest of their life. They're gonna need a lot of counseling. They're gonna need a lot of therapy. They'll
But
have to
hear
do a
me
lot
out.
of healing from that. And
But hear me out. People self-accountability and self-control, because again, why everybody, if you decide to go be with the narcissist guy that tells you he doesn't love you and doesn't want to be with you, and you continue to answer the phone, put on your clothes, drive to the hotel, open your legs and do whatever he wants, I'm sorry, I don't think that gives you the right to blame that person for being the monster because you participated.
Because you're a hoe.
you do have to take ownership. and it's kind of now, me
Like to
personally,
me,
would,
to me, the therapy would come in if, let's just say, you were invited and to be on, a TV show with the person, and they put you in a house full of people, and then you ended up getting actually raped, and you didn't know that was going to happen to you. It wasn't part of the script, and that's like, oh, hey, you put me in a situation where I was violated in a way I didn't understand was going to happen. That's therapy, like, you know what I mean? But like half the shit that all these motherfuckers did and put themselves in, they already knew what they were doing. It's an industry where you have to do these kind of things and put yourself out there. It's an industry where they're going to let you go as far as you want to go. And I don't, and a lot of these situations, again, were not situations where they didn't sign an NDA, where they didn't sign a piece of paper allowing you to do whatever to them. These people are not idiots. They didn't just willy-nilly go fuck with people. Like, people with money don't just make those kind of mistakes. So
they
it's a
don't.
lot bigger than that, you know? Yeah.
It's way bigger than that. It's a way bigger.
Yeah, because everybody is still playing who's to blame, and that's the problem. Everybody wants to play who's to blame, but nobody wants to say, I'm going to take accountability for my own actions. Don't get me wrong. Yes, there's a lot of people out there that shouldn't be doing what they're doing, i.e. Will Smith, 50 Cent, R. Kelly. Let's go that deep. All of them that I've just stated are people that just don't want to be.
Yeah, I remember now. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be in that realm, but yet still, I still listen to R. Kelly. I could give you a fuck less. That motherfucker can blow.
Well, because at the end of the day, he was just being a man doing what women allow men to do to them.
I'm sorry. If my wife told me to pee on her, I'm pissing all over that bitch. I'm sorry.
I'm saying, like.
Now here we go again. We can't pinpoint and say that that's exactly. And here's where I'm going, guys. Don't kill me for this, but it's our own fucking fault, guys. It's our own fucking fault. We started this shit so fucking long ago that we can't correct shit. Which goes back into what I said earlier, a long time ago. How do you feel about women taking over the world?
I told you, I do not think that women are at the any kind of understanding to be able to take that, at all. Take that.
But in the way that evolution has happened, we've already went through all males.
Yeah.
The white male fucked it up. The black male he's fucking it up.
Yeah,
the
and I feel like
he's been just fixing shit. I mean, that's how the fuck that's been happening. But that's all the guys.
Celestial on the
women on the side of the house. Y'all doing pretty well, excellent. I'm saying. Now there are some women I'm not going to deal with, but that's just another story for another time.
Mother Time and Mother Earth traded places a few years ago. I know that for sure. So it is now Mother Time and Father Earth. And that's a lot of the changes that you are seeing. But those kind of things, yeah.
But I think it's still stupid because you can't tell me what I used to live. We can live that again. There's no fucking way possible.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
Well, and just like if you look at it, like the biggest, like they kept trying to get him for like being like pimpish behavior, right? Like trying to get you for having prostitute. What they were really trying to do, if everybody was paying attention, was they're opening up the spectrum of what they're about to start trying people on. This was a movie trailer basically for us about how things are going to go down with people. So basically they're trying to let you know if you're putting people across state lines, it is now considered, again, trafficking. It's not just taking my hoe across all these things that they tried to get him for are all the things that they are now going to be making going forward towards people, so people can clean up their acts, because these are what they're looking for. Because when you think about it, the biggest pimp of them all in this whole situation was the Alex Fine character, the one that married her and gave her babies, because he took a situation, he saw a situation, and he capitalized off of the entire situation, because all this dumb broad wanted was babies. So he decided, oh, I'll
Dummy.
marry you and give you babies, and we'll sue the fuck out of him. Come on, you were employed by the motherfucker. You saw all the things. She was fall for all the
Right.
things. Like, it was all what it was. And she wasn't an angel. And I'll just leave it at that for today on that subject. But she wasn't an angel. And again, the videos of the hotel and all that, they didn't show you, you know, the guns, the dope, the drugs in the fucking bag that she's just running out of hotel like dumb bitch. Like, I mean, I'm just, when you're living that lifestyle, it's a lot different than the average, you know, person in the Midwest some fucking where. So people's opinions have no fucking clue what they're talking about at the context of just showing a fucking video clip. Like, you have no fucking clue what that life is for an entertainer out in public with dumb shit, dumb broads, with money, guns, dope, drugs, all that kind of shit, while you have the pressure of, you know, the government, the labels, the everything else on top of you. Like, it's a whole thing. And people's decisions sometimes, and their momentary, you know, decisions to do something, image control is a big fucking thing. And it used to be a big fucking thing, but now everything's so out the water that it's like almost like we're so blinded, or we're not blinded by anything anymore. It's like, oh, he beats on his wife. Well, everybody beats on their wife. Well, not everybody does beat on their wife. There's still a handful of men that like don't beat their wife.
Right.
And they should get to be the men that don't beat their wives. Like, it shouldn't it shouldn't just be a thing where, oh, because 95% of men beat their wives, now men beat their wives, you know. No, that 5% should be where we look to lead the fucking world, because how do you have so much composure and self, you know what I'm saying, control, that you don't beat your wife? Like, your wife should be the example of what women should be following, because you're not a woman who's opening your mouth or doing things physically or acting in a manner to be beaten. So, like, but we don't. We glorify the 95% and we hang the 5% for being old minded in ways of,
and
you know, yeah.
There you go. That's what you're missing. The only thing you're missing out of everything you just said was this right here.
Money.
A lot of people out there are so stuck on that goddamn dollar bill. It's retarded.
It is stupid. People don't have values and no love for each other, and being with your partner. You're not supposed to be in competition with your partner. You're supposed to come together, and then you join and build your empire, and then you guys get up there together, and you have all your offspring. Like, people are like, oh, well, don't you look at celebrities? No, I look at my parents. Like, they got their PhDs together. They did so much stuff people could not do in a lifetime. They've done.
Yeah, like, I don't know when celebrities started becoming role models. Like, these celebrities don't even want to be role models. They just want to live their fucking life. Like, just because they rap, or just because they wrote a book, or they acted in a movie and they were a character, that's not who the fuck they are most of the time. And they just want to live their lives. Like, who made celebrities role models when our role models should have been the people in our community that were sticking up and standing up for us every fucking day? Our parents, our school, our teachers, you know, the youth pastors, all those kind of people who were supposed to create youth community events and pour structure into us. Like, hello.
And that's where you go.
They need to be your right.
Go ahead, lady. My bad.
A good foundation and firm.
That's why I commend a lot of these community groups, man. It takes a lot to be these community groups that put on for the youth, and they're able to put up these events and these things for the kids. And I see a lot of times too, the kids don't even get to enjoy these events. You got parents that are greedy, trying to just send their kids in to get the free gifts, or you got all types of stuff. But the ones that really get to get to these kids, the kids who otherwise don't have a chance, or they don't have a way out, man, I don't know. Look to your local organizations, everybody. I can't even name. There's so many of them that are trying out there. But like when it comes to community and being able to show the kids like kindness, and like I said, everybody's so angry, and that reflects on the children. The children reflect overall on us in our old age, and then it continues on. So, I don't know, man. Be a good human. Figure out what that means to you.
Right.
Figure out one thing that you can do in life that is something kind or good or worthy of your humanity here on earth.
So I got two things then. One would be I'm a stand-up comedian, and two, I need some lotion because my legs is ashy as fuck.
Why are you dark skinned with no lotion? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I got two things. I got two, Where'd she go? See?
Hey, lady. Well, wow. Well, damn. I guess she put her foot down to a standard of ashy, dude.
Yeah, okay. You ashy? Oh,
she was like, "Oh, you ashy? I'm out of here."
Swipe right. Swipe right. Swipe
right. She totally swiped left. Well, is it swipe left or swipe right to get rid of somebody?
Swipe right. Swipe right. Swipe right.
So swipe right means, because like on the dating shows on the internet, when you swipe right or you keep them, so you swipe left to get rid of them.
No,
so
swipe left.
But on the app, you swipe left to keep them.
Yeah, left to keep them and right to not.
That's why all these motherfuckers are so confused. Because again, they're doing it all backwards every time they do it.
Stupid.
They going up, down, circles.
He was talking shit because as soon as he said he was ashy, you popped out of here like a mug.
I know, and I'm like, shea butter.
Swipe right.
My brother better not be ashy. Yeah, I'm not gonna fix that right now. That's what she did.
Okay, you better not be ashy. You better go get you some shea butter. You tripping? Shea butter, you dark skinned and ashy. What the hell? That should be against your religion. What's wrong with you?
Hey, I didn't know.
I did have Kool-Aid though. Great. Gotta have my great Kool-Aid.
Okay.
Are you married?
Huh?
Oh, okay. Here we go. How do you ladies feel? This is a good one. How do you ladies feel about our current president? Okay, my bad. I didn't mean it. That was just wrong. That was
my parents were Black Panthers. That's enough for me.
Okay. I got you. Right on.
You'll have to rewatch this video and go to the beginning before you got here for my responses to that current question.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good. No, good. The reason why I'm putting it out there is because, as they say, I was on this two niggas smoking weed show not too long ago, and we were going over certain things that just pop up. And I get that's why I don't like anything electronic now, because everything that pops up is so fucking stupid. Yeah. It's either fake or it's unreal, because
we were having that conversation. Me and her were actually having that conversation because based upon how you feel about things and your views is going to be the news and the algorithm that feeds you. Like, so because if you don't like the president, it's going to continue to send you shit. Oh, the president did this, the president did that. So you can continue to not like him. And if you think that he's all for everything, it's going to send the stuff like, oh, those bad Democrats, they did this and this and this. And like, people are not getting like correct news and media in any particular form or fashion at all anymore whatsoever. True.
But I guess it would be more or less of the reason why I'm asking that question, because it leads me into, I may not like our president, but I served our country. And upon serving our country, he's actually doing some things that I got to kind of agree with.
Yeah, no, I mentioned that earlier too. The fact of that, the egg prices are down substantially. The gas is only like $3 and change in California. There have been a lot of changes that are I see to be in a positive motion of where we need to be. Because again, my whole entire life growing up has been a bigger dick contest. It's been bullshit. Like it's just been back and forth like a fucking ping pong game, and there's been no movement, no change, no moving
Mm.
forward. And so I'm all fucking for moving forward. And again, I'm against how some of the practices are being handled. But as me and Lady E were discussing, just because the president makes an order, it is up to each ring of the ladder all the way down to carry out that order. So if people
Mhm.
have a problem with that order in the streets, it starts with the people that are addressing it in the streets. Like you can't just say like, "Oh, you see, the president did that." No, because the president is speaking for the people who have already spoken. That's kind of how it works, and
Right.
that's how it goes. So it is what it is, and I'm not all for it, but I'm not all against it. And I
Right.
think that there's got to be change in our world where we learn to work together on a
So,
more
Definitely.
common forum that includes
Swamp,
all
is it
people.
comfortable to say that you are understanding what's going on with our government?
I understand things at a different level of I think most people that are blinded by relying on news and media to be told what's going on in the
Mhm.
world.
Okay.
I would like to believe that I see things for what they are in the world, and
Mhm.
I do, I yeah. So I mean,
No. Reason and it's the reason
yeah,
why I'm asking is because I guess that's where this actually shows up. We talked about it earlier, Flower, about making that footprint.
yeah.
That you know what I'm saying. And I'm thinking more or less of. Then thank you again for having me show up. This is going to be that footprint, and with
Yeah.
it being that footprint, it's like you guys really, if you really want to know me, you better jump online and find me. I'm sorry. There's so much that I have out online that it's no, you want to know what the Colorado Comedian's about, find me. But then again, I don't mean that as FBI, CIA, or any of the alphabet gang to come do that. But they can come and find me too. That's you know what I'm saying? Just come find me. Because as soon as you
Right.
knock on my door, that's when I understand it's real. I gives
Right.
a fuck
Right.
less that
Yep. Show
everybody's
up.
talking about. I have 1K, 2K, 3 billion. Okay, all them people that you have on your computer, if I threw that motherfucker in the water, how many people you got following you now? I'm still
Well,
looking.
technically,
Right.
because the internet doesn't exist, they would still have them following from somewhere. They just wouldn't be able to access it.
Exactly.
That's the
So
weird
True.
part of it.
True.
But when I
They
when
would
I
fall in
think
the
about
cloud.
life, and like I guess for me the way social media works and the way things, because I've actually in person met most of the people that I interact with. I only in the past maybe last couple years, maybe the past like 3 or 4 years, um, it's been more online where people find me through other people or they're liking something I posted because that's the more in thing to do now. Oh, somebody posted a thing along the lines of where you want. Let me follow them. I'm going to see their content. But in reality, when I began my social media journey, I'm somebody that comes from, I'm not putting a picture of myself up on the internet. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Me too.
Somebody can have access to my photo on the fucking internet. I used dolls. I used those cute little dolls and I dressed them up every day. Those little avatar looking dolls on MySpace. Yeah. And that's how I entered the social media world. And I knew all of the people that I was interacting with. I mean, and all of a sudden it was 1,000, 2,000 followers, 3,000 people. And everyone's like, oh, you don't know all those people. Yes, those are actual people that I have met in person that I know in person. And people were like, oh, how, like, I don't know. I'm just very organic like that. And then, of
Mhm.
course, the last couple thousand followers came from, again, friends of friends, people at events that I might not necessarily like get to meet in person, but they know the event, or they're part of it, or whatever, the
Right.
connection, collaboration. So so again, when I realized very early on that social media was going to be a platform for me and my brand to become visible again.
Okay. See,
So
and that's
I've
a good
always
thing.
kept so I've
Yeah.
always kept it down. It was very early on. Facebook did this thing where it was like showing you the value of your page.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. I was like, I don't know, like 12 years ago or something. They did
Mhm.
this little thing. It had like the little my page was like worth like 3,000 some dollars, and I'm like, wait, what? Like what?
Wow.
I could build my page and sell it or something? Like I didn't understand it, but all I knew is your interaction here, the comments, the posts, the reshares, the showing up in conversations, that all meant something, and you were building your platform. Now, if only they would have offered the monetization back then, I would have been like probably the first I would have been one of the first, what they call influencers, I think, on the platform because of the way I was operating it. Me and my friend, I have a friend who's in Colorado. His name is Rome Vibe, and he's a businessman, entrepreneur. And he and I always joke back to the day that I became Flower from Facebook. And it was because I was your version of Facebook Live before that was even a thing. I was out in public and we were on Facebook having conversations with multiple different people. And somebody walks up and says, "Wait, are you Flower from Facebook?" And I was like, "Why, yes, I am." And it was like a whole thing. And and right then and there it was like, oh wow. And yeah, so um the point of being here on social media for me is always going to be that. So whereas I know a lot of people join social media looking for friends, looking for interaction, looking to date, when they're bored just to pass the time. Some people come for news, some people come for drama, some people come for, just again, that feeling of fitting in a world where they don't seem to fit in outside, and so they seem to fit in here on the internet. And I think it can be a positive thing when you make sure that you utilize it for positivity.
Right.
Mm.
Most def-
And as far as social gain, um it still always amazes me in person when I go out and people recognize me and people know me in person, and I just think that's like the coolest thing.
Yeah, it really is.
And not because of like, oh, like being popular or paparazzi or like wanting to be famous, but just because like I feel like people know me for positive reasons, if that makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm. You're a
when I
positive
was
outlet.
younger, I had a lot of haters. I was a pretty popular girl. I had the admiration of older men and women, those kind of things. Not that I'm bi or anything, but like, just in general,
Mm-hmm.
or gay or whatever, just in general, like, right? Like I
Oh
just
yeah,
held myself a certain
yeah.
way. And I think that there's a lot of jealousy, there's a lot of animosity. People are jealous because you can be yourself.
Of
People
course.
get jealous and angry because they maybe their
Are not
home life,
comfortable
or
in yeah.
they're just not able to express themselves or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And it's a lot of craziness out there. So um
Yeah.
so again, I don't like it because of the whole popular fame about it. I just generally like it because it's pleasing to me sometimes to
Mm-hmm.
be respectfully recognized, and
Mm-hmm.
genuine people with genuine interaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I do realize that there are a lot of people out there now that just want to run up to you for clout or for bullshit or to test you or for whatever. But I really, really appreciate genuine interaction with people. And it looks like we have a new character
You
that
have a
just popped on the
Rasta.
scene. We have a new
Rastafarian.
Oh,
character.
I just kind of started to get myself ready to go to work. Dang, can't man. Look, just because I wear this all day don't mean that, I got.
No, I'm just
Right.
letting you know. Like we have we were dealing with the Colorado comedian, the man, and now we are dealing with Colorado comedian, the character.
Right.
Oh, so I'm a character now. Okay.
He's the Rasta.
That's the, you know what? That's because of that. Yeah.
Here,
Don't
you
be
know what I'll do.
racist,
You know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do for you, just because I'm gonna do something for you real quick. Hold on.
Oh, here you
I'm
go.
gonna-
Here you go.
I'm gonna change characters for you too.
that girl. So, question for you. One of these things has to go. Just one. Okay? Just one.
Mhm.
You got steak, barbecue ribs, sausage, tofu.
Tofu.
I should have said shrimp. That's what I should have said.
Mm.
Been like, yeah, okay. So steak,
Just burn
ribs,
it.
sausage, shrimp. There we go. Which one? You can't answer, lady.
Oh, sorry.
Flower turn.
Sausage.
What you getting rid of?
Sausage.
You getting rid of sausage?
No
Yeah,
sausage?
I like steak. I like what was the other one? I like barbecue ribs.
Uh-huh.
I like
You like
shrimp.
tofu?
I can eat tofu, like if it's cooked well. I would prefer over sausage.
No.
Like, yeah, because like sausage to me sometimes is just too, yeah.
All right, then. I love you with your tofu loving. That's all good. That's cool.
Didn't say I love tofu. I'm just saying that I could probably, if I had to get rid of one, the ultimate healthier choice would be to keep the tofu, because tofu will take on the flavor of anything you cook it with. So you can grill it with vegetables, you can add it in soup, you can add it in eggs. It's basically a filler for your food. If you look at it like that, you can
I'm
cook it
burning
into
it.
your food filler. And sausage is, it clogs your arteries at some point. So if I'm gonna have all that steak, and barbecue ribs,
Are you sure you like guys?
and the first thing, listen,
Don't do her like that.
the first thing I was gonna get rid of was the barbecue ribs until you mentioned sausage. So
Okay, so hey, lady, you see she bounced over that question, right? You saw that, right? I'm gonna throw that there again. Give it some
Don't
time.
do
I'm gonna let
Miss
it
Flower
cook
like
for a
that.
minute. Yeah, I'll let it cook for a minute. I'll let that one cook. Because sure as enough,
Don't do her.
if you
Don't
like
do her like
tofu,
that.
I agree with you. The ribs, I'll agree with you too. The
I
steak,
guess
I'll
I
agree
think
with you.
I would think of I guess for me, I like my I think he's more I think that the man for me is more steak.
That's
If
why
we're
you don't
talking
like sausage.
sausage. I'm just saying, like, I don't think the man for me has a sausage. I think he has more of like thick steak. Like,
Yep.
I
Yep.
think it's
A steak dinner.
like, yeah.
See? Y'all been
With
too
mashed
much on that
potatoes
AI
and
shit.
gravy and everything cooked from scratch. Yep. Show you right.
Mushrooms, onions.
Yep. Grill them real good. Mhm.
See, that's it. That's how I figure it's gonna happen. But anywho, yeah, I'll give you that. Because sure enough,
He
I
is more
was setting you up.
me,
If you
like
was stuck with
sausage is
tofu,
more like
no.
like, yeah, I
You see-
don't want sausage. Nah, I'm good.
See, I don't want no sausage. That's for
I
goddamn
don't want no
sure. I don't.
tofu.
No sausage, no hot dogs, no long. No, I'm good. I'm good. Good.
It's a
Now you
healthier
give me some.
longevity
You give
version.
me
It
some.
depends
You
on
give
the
me some
flavor of
pie.
whatever it's cooked with. So
Hey, you give me some pie though, we good to go. I'll eat the shit out of some pie.
how does the barbecue
Look, give me some pot roast.
How does the
Pot roast.
barbecue even fit in there?
That's a good one. That's a good one too.
And you
I-
forgot
I-
to mention for pork or beef.
So
Oh,
why is it that when you look at now everything that goes on in your life and that shows up, and like you said, social media wise, why is it now that everybody's picking on hip hop?
man.
Because hip hop because hip hop finally made it out there to be a subject of conversation.
Yeah.
Or is it a deterrence of showing us what the hell is actually going on?
It's a
No,
deterrent.
it's a lot of it's a lot of culture vultures who have finally
Facts.
hip hop finally made the
Mhm.
like it finally made the majority of conversation, and so they're all taking it to run different agendas because they know they can get paid off of it right here because it
They're
happens to be a
it's a
popular.
distraction. I think it's a distraction to whatever is all, like everything that's going on in the world. Like it's a distraction. Like everything's a distraction. Like I had told my other friend, and I was like, like um I don't know how many other different ways the Lord needs to show everybody like the world's coming to an end. Everything else is a distraction to keep our minds preoccupied with everything else so we can forget about what really and truly is going on, which is we're all gonna, like, people are gonna fall in the pits of hell and they're gonna burn. Like, if y'all don't get right, like, you have to get right. How many more ways does he need to show you? That's my own personal
Hey, I'm with you, lady.
opinion.
Don't get me.
With and reading the Bible, reading Revelations, this has been in Revelations. It's already been happening, and it's been happening, and it's going to continue to happen continuously.
Every
And,
120 to 150 years it happens.
mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Read
yeah,
it
like
again and read it
what I
again,
mean
because
about like our former civilizations
yeah.
taught us how to get to this point, what to look for, how to survive. And we took
Yep.
it and ran into a narrative of just confusion, entertainment,
Hmm.
like you said, to
Hmm.
deviate from, what's actually going on. But I mean, I don't know. Is it possible that the great minds of our world have created the change in the ways and the things that they needed to create in time to be able to implement them into our destructing and destroying world? Will the people that need to survive? Will the world overturn and take all of the people to perish that are supposed to perish? Like, do you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, if we
Hmm.
believe in the Lord the way that we are to believe, then we
Yeah.
also believe that the story is already written, that it's already been won, the battle's already been won, we are already rejoicing, and things are always the way that they're supposed to be at every given moment of the
Yeah,
day.
they are.
So
They
when we
are.
talk about being able to change, how like that's what I mean about like there's always going to be the change that the evil side conducts, the change that the good side conducts, and you're four different variations in to know what side you're fighting on anymore.
Yeah, most
Like
definitely.
you used to know that you were fighting between God and the devil. And then there was somebody else that stepped in, the church. And then it
Yeah.
was like, well, the church, we fight for the good, and the church, well, the people over here, they fight for the evil. So if you're part of the church, you fight for the good. If you're part of the demon people, you fought for the evil. But then it was like, oh, now we're opening shops. And now we sell these foods. These are, well, we're church folks selling the chicken over here, and well,
Hmm.
we're devil people selling the chicken over here, but our chicken's good. Don't you want some chicken? And we like, well, I do like that chicken. I do like
Right.
that chicken. I'm gonna come over here just for the chicken, though, just for the chicken. And then
Right.
20 years in, you got frozen chicken in a box being sold to you by all of God's people and all the devil's people, and you don't know who's who, and you're never going to know who's who, and people don't have their own relationship with whatever higher
Hmm.
power it is because they are so stuck on trying to go one way or the other way or believe this set of people or this set of people. Somebody before that, like nobody actually, I don't believe, trust in the actual highest of powers to really
I.
believe wholeheartedly and faithfully to walk in that and trust in them every day. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a very small percentage of people that actually live their lives and know that if
Hmm.
I walk out this, if I put on these clothes today and
Hmm.
I walk out this door, Lord, and I don't got a dollar in my pocket, and I'm hungry, you gonna
The Lord
lead
gonna
me to
provide.
you gonna lead me to whoever I need to minister to for you, and that's gonna pay for my meal. You gonna get me to the right place at the right time for the right people for my day. And I think that people
That's
really
right.
don't live in that trust anymore.
They won't,
Yeah, you got to.
because everybody has actually, quote unquote, tried to just accept what we've been told. Everybody has been
All
accepting it
got
for
their
so
lives. Oh,
long.
they all got their lives scheduled. They gonna go here
Yeah.
from this time to this
Yeah.
time. They gonna clean the house at this time. They gonna wake up at this time. They gonna do this. They gonna go to the store here. They gonna do this. They gonna keep their head down. They gonna get to their car. They gonna get their gas. They gonna get their work done. They gonna leave work. They gonna go to the grocery store. And you know what? We need those people too. We
Yeah.
need those people too.
Yeah,
But
most
Yeah,
me,
as long as they
that's
stay on that side of the house, they can do all the fuck they want.
right.
Honestly.
I always think like sometimes I sit here and think like, oh, I would love to have a little structure. I would love to have a little bit of a schedule from time to time. And then I sit and think like in my whole life and all the
Nope.
experiences and everything and all the people I would have never met if I would have had to have been
Yeah.
to work all the time, if I would have had to have
Yeah.
not had
Yeah.
and had that conversation, even though I didn't
Most
want to
definitely.
today, because I was on my way somewhere else. But something
Mhm.
kept me there. Something kept me there talking, and I missed the car accident up the road. And you know what I'm saying? And I, like I said, I ended up getting a free bag of groceries up over here, you know, because oh hey, they here, you want these groceries? Well, I want these
Right.
groceries. I thought the lady left them, but it's everything I wanted to buy. Yeah, I want them
Right.
groceries. Like, hey, like who shopped for me today? Like, dang, okay, for
The
real. Like,
Lord
I just
heard your
supposed to be here
cries.
because God shot for me today.
Yep.
Like, obviously, because I needed the tomatoes and that pancake mix, and
Right.
that's even look at that little chocolate up in there. I wouldn't have got myself. I wouldn't have got that for myself. Thank you, Lord.
Yep. Yeah. Most definitely.
Well,
You know,
as long
and
as you
hey,
give
you
and
know, I'm gonna
praise.
turn around and go feed the next person, or go make sure I'm kind to somebody else. I don't know. It just that's the way my world has worked. I can't attest for anybody else.
Yeah.
Well, because
Oh
you're
yeah.
still, again, you're a, now you are a, as they say, you are a, and you're in number one spot. Everybody wants to be in your spot. With them trying to be in your spot, that's why now you are a teacher, not a student.
Right.
When you become a teacher, everybody wants what you got. They'll
Yep.
listen to you. They'll pick out everything you got talking about. They'll even sit up there and, as they say, give you little monetary situations to where they get you $5, $10 here once in a while.
Yeah.
But what they're doing is basically trying to deter you from giving out the truth that you were given, that you found out yourself.
Yeah.
How many people out there can say, oh, well, I didn't want to do that? No, you don't ever want to do shit. You'll never want to do shit. If you said shit in the book, everybody knows what shit is, but you don't want to do it because it's shit.
Yeah.
Who wants to do shit? Nobody wants to do shit. They want to get something, but they don't want shit. So whose shit do you really want? Do you want your own shit, or do you want somebody else's shit? Because unfortunately, it's still a whole lot of shit. Just because we've been missing some toilet paper for a year don't mean shit.
And if you are somebody out there who you know has a lot of extra shit, there are farmers and small growers, I'm sure locally, that would appreciate your actual shit.
Yeah,
right.
That's some shit in it.
They can
Right.
turn your into fibrous, you know, growth, you know, and everything turns
Unless
positive.
you-
Even the most negativity of shit can turn positive, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Put
And
it
that's where I'm
into
going, you know, it's still shit to me.
I suggest
and
you
that's
look
where-
into donating your shit to one of these places, farms, or research facilities before your shit hits the fan, because it's harder to clean up once you let it hit the fan. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah.
Unless you know some people that know how to clean off a shitty ass fan. And unfortunately, I ain't found one yet.
Yeah. True.
See,
True.
and here it goes again. I am so pissed off at everybody stating that hip hop is going to die.
No, it's
when
not.
You know what? Okay, I know why you brought that up because I actually saw a couple different algorithms. I dropped into a couple different algorithms this week, and I did see something about they're saying, "Oh, hip hop's on the decline. Hip hop is dying. Hip hop is not strong." And I actually look at so being part of like mainstream independent music and also legends that are coming back into the hip hop game after being gone for years. I'm seeing over here, at least on the Midwest to the West Coast, our hip hop is back in control. We're on top of things. We are killing it all across the board. Like, we are so hype in the streets. We've got number one songs going viral. We've got the upbeat, fun spring, summer looking ahead of us. We've got people in the streets literally making remixes to all of these viral songs. I mean, to us, hip hop is on the up and we're taking it back from whatever decline people think that it's in. Now, I can understand that for a while there's been a lot of nothing artists.
Yep.
These little artists all jumping in, they're all jumping in. They're more so like auditioning for longevity, right? They're trying to get picked up by a bigger artist or a bigger label. A lot of the independent people have, you know, there was the mumble rappers, and there was the all the copycats, and then there was all the but I think that that's kind of settled itself out a little bit. I think that the legends came back in the past couple years and really was like, hey, you know, we're not inspired, so let's inspire each other. And they got to work, and you got legends inspiring legends now. And I believe that 2028 is going to be one of the best years for hip hop, rap, R&B across all platforms. Unimaginable.
I agree. Now, the only reason why I agree with you is because of one particular thing. Hip hop is not, and I repeat this, hip hop is not one specific race or person.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop is a
Agreed.
culture.
Yes.
So for anybody to state that hip hop is being destroyed or whatever, because you guys focused on one particular person. And to go over, as they say, over history times, that's all you've ever done. James Brown, you guys represented him like crazy. You did something wrong, they said, okay, fuck him. Michael Jackson, oh, he was great and he's doing all his singing, but he's fucking kids. Huh? Then you got, and here we go again. Let's switch it over to the female side of the house. We got Oprah that's sitting over there telling everybody everything's cool when it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
You got Monique out there screaming that she ain't getting paid.
Oprah in probably for 15 years.
All I know is that if you're going to say that hip hop is going to die over this particular situation, then you haven't lived R. Kelly. You haven't lived Michael Jackson. You haven't lived Prince. You haven't lived Tupac. You haven't lived. You didn't live all them people. So all of a sudden now it's going to die because you didn't get to hear them. You hear the recording. Everybody know Tupac's recording. Oh, I'm down with my mom. Whatever. But I bet you 9 times out of 10, you go to anybody now, and everything that they're talking about is everything that they were talking about back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whose fault is that? I.e., everybody that wants to go, oh, hip hop's dead. No, hip hop's not dead. It's just that if you pay attention enough, you can actually jump in. Just like you were saying earlier, Flower, about people coming about, oh, well, I need to get noticed. No, you don't. Your notice is right here in front of you.
Yeah.
You put the little music together, you put it on down, you send off your video, there's your notice.
Yeah. And like I said, I really think that hip hop in itself, I think the original hip hop is coming back. There's a lot of spoken word coming back into it. People really putting a spin on it to where it's a mixture between, you know, pop and R&B, where it's alternative and rap. I mean, like, as a culture, we've always really known that music is where you connect the masses, and I'm for it. I love the evolution of the musical industry.
Well, then again, here we go. everybody had to focus on something different because our attention, here we go again, our attention is being driven in an area that who the fuck cares about hip hop right now, honestly.
Right.
I want to know why the fuck
you have 10 really sufficient artists from the 90s. Let's groups or single people, doesn't matter. And their music or those particular albums have survived and we're still listening to them 20, 25 years later, 30 years later in some cases. And anything today, I challenge people to tell me a new release by 4 artists that you know in the past 60 days.
That 1 doesn't mumble, 2 doesn't have a beat that's stealing from anybody, and 3 is original.
Right.
I mean, I can because I work with brand new music every day. Like, you know what I mean? I'm out there hearing every release of every artist. Like, I'm on it like that. But in reality, if I was just your average person living day to day, I mean, there are people out there right now criticizing certain artists saying like, oh, and they haven't dropped an album for 20 years. They've literally dropped a new album every year for 20 years. Where the fuck have you been?
Right.
Watch out now. Watch out.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I get so tired of people misinterpreting. Like, if you're going to speak on something, speak the facts. And that's where the teaching and the other thing comes into things. Everybody is just trying to go viral with an opinion that's not even based on any research or fucking facts. Like, let's be fucking real. Like, if all the information's out there. So if you're going to be doing something and you're going to give your opinion, give the facts too. And then let us know that that's your opinion based upon the facts. It doesn't, like, the other way around is just fucking like really dumb. And then you have, like, let's just say you have one video where somebody completely states untruths.
True.
Things that are just not facts.
Mm-hmm.
That are just their opinion based upon no research, just whatever they think right now because it sounded good. And now let's just even on a low scale, say you have 100 to 1,000 people that are watching this video that now believe you.
What, I'm a racist bastard?
Because no. That I'm saying whatever was the untruth or the not fact, because you got to remember. You got to remember that, let's say, how many billion, oh wait, here's one question we were trying to figure out earlier. Do you know roughly how many billion of people are here with us on Earth?
How many billions of people argue with you?
No, are just here with us on Earth.
More than 100.
So it's like 100 billion people?
I say zillion.
Oh, I was just saying more than 100. It could be 100 trillion, billion, whatever you want to talk about. But the only reason I'm saying it's more than what it used to be is because everybody's trying to fuck now due to the fact that, oh, we are missing people. We had a nuclear bomb that dropped. They're still fucking. We had 9/11 that happened. We're still fucking. We have people that are doing over in China. China been fucking for years. Come on now.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have. I saw a video like crazy.
Yeah, and then here we go again. I guess this goes back to the monetary side of the house of why is the US dollar only made in the US?
Right.
We have euros being made in China, in Germany, and all over the place. Oh, I did some research on this one. Wait till I get to my second one. I did some research on too. But yeah, all this stuff that's going on. But in the United States, we're the only ones that are printing and making our own money. Okay, no, I don't like that idea. 2. Anybody out there smoke cigarettes? Anybody? Put in the comments. Okay. If you used to look at, there's the little thing on YouTube. I fucked around on YouTube. I hate YouTube now too. But I was messing around on YouTube.
We don't say things like that here because we 100% stream live to YouTube, and
I know we stream live to YouTube, but thanks to YouTube, thank you YouTube. They showed me basically how cigarettes were actually made. Now, they didn't show me American cigarettes, but they showed me cigarettes that were done in Dubai. And I'm going,
in the 40s and 50s.
Chemicals.
My
So
grandma
how in
worked
the
at
world?
cigarette. She worked for Lucky Brand cigarettes,
Oh,
and
Really?
she said that they swept the floor, and they would put everything that they swept into the vats, and yeah, including rats' tails and all types of shit back in the day. So,
Oh
I
God.
don't think that it's far fetched from
Oh
today
God.
what
No,
they
no, no.
do.
And that's what I'm
That was
agreeing with you
unfortunate in
on
the
this one,
50s.
Flower,
I
because
mean,
no, that was fucked up. What I had seen was the American side of the house is we're not showing what you just told me, but yet I
Mm.
know it's there.
same
When
thing
you
like
go
with
overseas,
the chicken. Same thing like a few years ago. So there was a big boycott. I wouldn't allow my family to eat chicken wings for the past 5 years.
really,
Because I very much understood that the United States was sending chickens to China to be processed and sent back um, in packaged. And
right,
at that same particular time in time, there was live videos of rats being de-haired and situated in the styrofoam as they were making it.
Uh,
So I
you
told my family and anybody that would listen that
God.
for the 5 years, I wouldn't eat any kind of chicken wings from anywhere or have anything to do with it because I promise you, I don't believe it's actually chicken.
That's crazy.
And there's that. Plus, there was also all of the new produce that you saw being made. Even from
Yeah.
like the
Mm,
cabbage was being made from the liquid, the rice was being lit on fire. It was
that's
plastic. So those
yeah.
kind of things for me are those kind of realities, like you said. When are people going to realize that, it's all
Ugh.
distraction? It's not that it's fear mongering, and it's not that it's all true, but there is truth in all of those things.
It
The
is.
level of how close it is to you or where it is happening might all be different for sure. Like that may never
True.
happen in your community. It may never
Mm,
happen in your state, but it is happening somewhere to somebody
right.
out there
Oh
somewhere.
yeah.
And that is the reality of it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
And you know,
crazy. That's
and hear me out. Like
oh wow. I,
there's a movie
I was
called
gonna say
Sweeney
something.
Todd.
Um
If you watch that
uh-huh.
movie, you will see that this whole regurgitating humans and animals has been a thing our whole lives. Like it's not
Our
anything
whole
new.
life, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
And like touching like what you said about chicken. I live here in Texas, and in Seguin there's a big Tyson plant. Um and one of my aunts had worked there for years, like over 20, 30 something years. And like when I moved here, I applied to go there, but I'm like, I can't work in here. First of all, it's too cold. It's way too cold. Like it's so cold in there. And we see so many chickens going in there every day, chickens. And I'm just like, oh God, like I don't want to work in there. I don't think I want to work in there. I turned around and walked out. Mm-mm. Like it's crazy.
I mean,
There's
when we
so
think
much,
of,
yeah,
because I
like
want to
the
hear the
food.
rest of that story, but when we think of how massively we all humans eat on Earth, and when we think of a simplified life, the way like we've seen those movies where everybody lines up and eats a pill or drinks a shake for the day, and that's all their protein and all their sufficiency. Like it's not doesn't seem like a bad idea on some levels. Like because of having to produce everything that has to be produced to be able to have us to be able to survive. Like we're not surviving. There isn't enough food to feed all these people. Something has to be done in a more sufficient manner. Some of the things that they want to do with the robots and the AI and all the things taking over the jobs, and everybody is freaked out. But if you look at the bigger picture, everybody complains about a lot of these jobs anyway. And
Yeah,
now you can just learn how to be creative and make some money. The ways that there's new ways to make money There's more money being more accessible to more people. That is just a fact that you have to just figure out how to do it. But it's happening, and I feel like a lot of these hardworking jobs can be done by computers and machines, and let them fucking do the work, and learn something else in your life, and learn to live your life and enjoy it the way we were meant to do it before we all got stressed out having to live in this work money society. And I think that the overall picture from the billionaires and from the people in charge is something along those lines. But again, it takes time. It could take 20 more years. It could take 100 more years. We don't know that right now. But the idea of that, and again, like, think of all the writers in the world, right? And not to take, like, and again, I get it. Like, some people feel like, well, it takes away from the originality, just like in music with the AI right now. Because I'm against that, but with the writing stuff. But people who had to submit their work to publisher after publisher after publisher for somebody to tell them that, oh, this isn't good enough. It's not what we're looking for. Oh, this isn't good. But now you can publish your own writing in your own words. And if people want to buy the book, cool. If they don't like your story, who cares? But the people who do want to read it, the people who you want to read it, you can now offer them something to purchase for yourself. You can make, $5 and sell, 50,000 bucks. And now you've got yourself something in life. And I think that part of our technology is amazing when it's utilized correctly.
Yeah.
I got on some subjects, but I wanted to hear, you were talking about the chickens.
Oh yeah. Tyson's. I actually never worked there, but it's just chickens are gross. Pigs are gross. Doing all that, I have people in my family who slaughter. They, like we really don't even have to go to the store. Like, shoot, like I could ask my family, hey, I got a deer, can you hook me up with some deer,
Yeah.
but it's it's just
And like,
crazy. That's all I gotta say.
like, what if there was a way to have a farm of 100 chickens, and just from the simplicity of 3 of their maybe some shavings of their skin that like falls off, maybe their skin, I don't know what happens, but maybe they shed skin. I don't really know what happens with chickens, but maybe there's a way to have, you know what I mean, like, and from that, like, one little thing creates, such massive food amounts, you know what I'm saying, like, and then the chickens get to stay alive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know what, to solve the world's problems. Nobody does, but little by little, I feel like there's just got to be ways.
Yeah, it is. The clones. I remember watching an episode.
That's another thing. Yes, all of the clones.
It was The Real Husbands of Hollywood, and did you used to? I don't know if you guys used to watch that show, but it's so funny. With Kevin
Is that
Hart,
the one with the funny, with the little funny short guy?
Yeah,
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, that's and so he went off air, and then he came back on air with his new wife, and he got a clone of himself, like 3 different clones. And one of them was, so he could be in 2 places at one time. And then one of them, I remember one of them died, like he was young, and then he died the next day, like he was 85 the next day, and then he died, and then he was like, hey, we got a dead nigga in the car, like, what the hell, like, it was great, like people are really doing that, and he was like, oh, well, you're fucking that one. Well, he fucks better than you because he got a bigger dick than I do. Like, wait, like, it was crazy. Like, I was like, oh my god, like, it was.
And that's our reality right now.
Yeah, it is, and people are
like, people are cloning people, and they're having dolls that are robots and shit.
Yeah, I am not with that. Nope. No.
I want a real man.
Right. I want the real deal Holyfield.
I want to
Mhm.
feel his heartbeat and the warmth of his body, and I want to inhale his skin. And
Mhm.
yes,
Yeah. It's great.
You know I'm being quiet for a reason, right?
It's the
I've
greatest
been
feeling in the world.
open. Sorry.
No,
Mhm.
because I believe that that's where I guess that's where I'm on the back end side of it of being a guy. That's what I've always heard.
Because it's
Always.
important. Because it's
Okay.
like it's very important for a woman, one, not only to feel loved and be loved, but to have that warmth behind them, to know that they're protected by you, that you value them, that you love them, that you appreciate them, that you
But
The
show.
woman's side of the house.
it also
Now,
has to come from the right man whose scent
Yeah.
aligns with yours and who your pheromones mix with.
Mhm.
Like, if you can have all that from a very supportive person. I have
Yeah.
had men in my life that cared and loved and wanted to do, and it just, their
It's the soul
attraction,
connection.
it just wasn't there. They just weren't for me. So,
Yeah. It's a God soul connection. You have to
yeah,
so
be the
why
right.
is it different for a guy side to ask for the same thing?
It's
it's
not.
not.
It's
It's
not.
not.
Well, the reason why I stated that way is because the way that the question came out was no. I mean, I'm not knocking I don't like women, but that's all I've ever heard is what a woman wants. I've
Mhm.
never heard a woman actually say, "This is what I can provide for that particular person," whether it be
Uh,
male or female.
So
You
here's
know what I'm
so
saying?
here's the thing. So here's the thing. Men, a lot of men up to this point, because I will say that a lot of men are becoming more honest in the
Well,
past
I'm an
couple years.
alien. I'm out of this. I'm an alien. Don't be. Yeah.
No, no, no. I know. I'm just saying, just in general. I think we're talking over
Yeah.
wide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, I think that the topic of being able to be more honest and talk about relationships has come out more with social media and on TV in the past couple years, where people are actually saying, "Hey, let's talk about it." Like, you know what? Men and women aren't getting along. Us women are hurt and pissed and angry and hey, men, what do you really want? Because like we've tried this, we've tried that, we don't know what to do. Like, and men are like, well, hey, same thing. Like, we've been nice, we've given you money, we've taken care of the kids, then we treat you like bitches because you want to be treated like whores. Like, then now we got to pay for it. We can't even get you to be nice to us without paying for it. Like, so I get it, right? Like, I get it.
yeah.
I get it.
Like I'm with you on that too, because it's a double standard sword there. How in the
Right.
world
So
you gonna tell me?
I feel like men are just now um globally somehow being allowed to finally express what they want or how they're
Yeah.
feeling, how they're being treated. I feel like up to this point, the world has always looked at men like, like, oh, that's a man. Like, he can't have feelings or wants or whatever. And like,
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I feel like, the world's woman was trained to really uphold that, where you're a man, like, and I think that because, again, a lot of women were raised to hold men to such a high standard
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
if
Ooh.
they show any weakness, that's a
That
weak
they're a
man
punk. That
and
they're a
they're a
punk.
Mhm.
punk,
Man.
and how
Yeah.
they're like, and so if he's showing me he's weak, then other people see he's weak, and I
I don't
can't
want to
be
be
with
that.
a man. And I think that is a majority reason why there's so much anger between men and women, because
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you
right,
gotta build
right.
them up. Sometimes you gotta be strong for him and tell him, you're
I
strong,
think that
you're
we're on a
amazing,
50
you're a
year, I
provider.
really believe, Lady E, I really believe that we're in a 50, 60-year deficit of that actions and behaviors. Like,
There
I
you
feel
go.
like in the
Yeah.
20s and 30s, that is what women did. They held their men down, they held the family down.
Mm-hmm.
They were against the man
Yeah.
and for the people. And then
Yeah.
again, over the years of becoming separated and being at war with each other because of the confliction in the world and being put in and put with each other to pit against each other as society creatures and human beings with the trials and tribulations of survival, right? Like basic fucking survival that none of us can thrive. And I feel like somehow we're trying really hard to bring back that mentality, that teaching of building men and women, building marriage, community, family, whatever structure that might look like, because we're all fucked up at this point. There is no perfect marriage, there is no perfect family. We're coming from a broken place. So it's okay to be a
Yeah.
broken model. It's okay to be a
Right.
model that has different colors and different sizes and different statuses in your family. That's okay. It's okay to show inclusion and how you build and how you work from there.
Yeah, most definitely. That's most definitely. Yeah.
When you
Most
see
definitely.
somebody in your immediate family or your immediate surroundings that has some kind of a an easy solve or easy fix problem, and you have an easy fix answer or ability, I mean, it's just like, I don't know, like we've gotten so far away from that, and with due reason, because there is violence and there is psychopaths and there is all these things out there, destruction that we're met with at every, block walking forward from city to city, statewide, from country to country.
Mhm.
Like, you know,
Mhm.
Well, that's the
so
only reason why you would,
Most
as you say,
definitely. Most definitely.
whoever is not paying attention to what we're actually just throwing out there, and it's just the basic, like you just said earlier, America has got their eyes closed. We need to all open our eyes,
Yeah.
get back into the loving that we need to, because, like we just stated earlier, it's about to be over, y'all. And if y'all ain't paying attention,
Yeah.
you're gonna be stuck down here with the rest of the stupid motherfuckers. I'm sorry.
well, because it's
Better
not
get
just
right. You gonna
America,
get
right?
left.
It's not just America. At this
Mhm.
point in time, everybody really needs to understand that they have the ability and the technology to hypersleep us up to the moon and up to other planets. They have been planning communities and work camps on the moon for over 25 years, and
Yeah.
this is what
Yeah.
is currently
Mhm.
happening. So while our age group of people from 30 to 60 is perhaps not going to be aware, your children and your children's children are going to understand life completely different. They're going to be prepared for an entirely different life that does not include things that we have lived through and things like that. So, and that is really what it is, and that's where it's at. And if you want to do your research a little bit better on any of the things pertaining to that I just mentioned, you can go back to the late 70s, early 80s, and you can go through all of those plans that were supposed to be happening and they got put on hold, put on the back burner, but they are all now very front and forward, and actually happening. So you can go back to all the 80s shows, all the 80s movies. They said exactly what was going to happen, what was happening, and they showed you from the very
The
beginning when it
Twilight
all
Zone.
started.
The Twilight Zone.
Wait a minute. I hate that this is coming up because that would be why. My condolences to Ralphie Duran May. Only reason why I say that is because this is the shocker for me.
Ralphie Mays?
Ralphie
Comedian.
Duran May has passed away on October 6th, from what it says here.
I liked him.
It's kind of deterring for me because I really, being a comedian, I kind of like I liked what he was talking about, but to hear what he passed away on, that's kind of
Detrimental.
So, yeah, but I'd say by my blessings
What was that?
and God
What was the
speed.
reasoning? What was the reasoning?
From what they stated, he happened to be passing away from a cardiac arrest.
Oh,
Well, he was always heavy.
he didn't eat
And
healthy.
if he was any kind of a smoker or a drinker in his later years, then that would make sense that would happen. And people don't realize, you
It
know,
catches up to you.
I like to always say people are out there playing roulette all day long, every
Mhm.
single
Mhm.
day, right? Because people don't realize that you could be a smoker your whole entire life and never have any issues and die from natural causes or a car accident. Or
Mhm.
you can be a binge smoker and die from cancer or a heart attack. Like you
Correct.
really never know how you will
Yeah,
peril. Like,
yeah,
Don't
most
get me
definitely.
wrong. Like, I'm with you on that one too. It's just
Mhm.
like I'm stating, I guess that's where I'm going. Everybody open your eyes. People are
Yeah, you have.
leaving this planet.
Mhm.
And the ones that are leaving this planet
that
are basically,
and
I can't wait to go.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now
I
in the
can't wait to go.
glitch of the timeline, are they leaving this planet and going somewhere else, or are they leaving this
Mm.
planet and actually being buried in the ground, or are they leaving this planet and their mind comes from somewhere else, or were they just a glitch that didn't survive, or were they just a simulation of a person that didn't even exist? I mean, we have the abilities of all these things since the 1800s, my friends, the 1800s.
True.
So again,
Um.
if you start
I feel
reading,
like sometimes I feel like the 1900s like literally doesn't even exist yet. Like I feel like we're still in the 1800s somehow, right?
Mhm.
Because and we're like figuring it all out and we're living it all out and all these simulations. Like sometimes I do believe that. Sometimes it feels like that almost 150%. And
Mhm.
other days I sit and I enjoy the outside, or I'm stargazing, or I'm driving on the freeway and I feel like I'm in real time, like in a real time video game. And then sometimes I feel like I'm in one of those simulations for sure. And sometimes I feel
Yeah,
like I'm in a sitcom, and sometimes I feel like I'm in a Broadway play, and you know.
the Twilight Zone.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And sometimes I'll be somewhere like in California we have a lot of historical grounds and
Oh yeah, I know about that
a lot
one.
of just a lot of historical grounds, right? So there's sometimes I'll be on some of these historical sacred grounds and you're just kind of like looking around and you can actually it feels like the world is moving in a cloud around you and time and it's like you're seeing history in person through time at that very exact moment in a very exact spot. Like there's sometimes I can see like prehistoric animal buffaloes roaming and like I can see the mammoths at the tar pits like before they enter them, and then like you can see the birds overhead, and like I just feel those envisioned type of downloaded scenarios,
Mhm. Oh
or
yeah,
what people would
most definitely.
consider to be a
Mhm.
downloaded scenario. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's
is what is possible in today's virtual world, and that's what I mean about this whole virtual reality, right?
oh
I
yeah.
mean, like virtual is reality.
Mhm.
Reality is virtual.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I
So
was talking about virtual. I was talking about actually hearing and seeing, but that's a different subject for a
I
different
do
day.
like, but that's what I mean. Like so my experience of life has always been what other people are using VR to experience.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, most definitely. Most
And then
definitely.
we know that AI is created off of the minds of people. So you have to remember all of the experiences and things that the world can show you are things that other people have experienced showing you the world.
Mhm.
True.
Mhm. Yeah.
All history, all timelines, all storylines come from somewhere of reality. Some kind of realistic understanding of imagination of a reality that somebody has visually seen or mentally seen or felt somewhere.
Mm. Yeah.
As we go into the rabbit hole, as we
You
go
know, deeper and
into
deeper
the
because you was
spiral,
going.
deeper and deeper and deeper into the snow, into the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
But you know, as I say,
No, we've had a nice little talk this afternoon. It's been really nice. I mean, I could just talk. Sometimes I feel like I could just run these chat. Somebody should just hire me at an actual like radio station or somewhere to just talk. Like literally, I could just do this all day. So if you're out there and you're one of these people that has a network or a station or a show, I am available to host. You heard that here?
Yes.
Lady
I'm
E,
just saying,
tell
me
us
too.
Lady E, tell us the name of your hair oils.
My hair product, it's called Lady E's Hair Love. It's more of a everyday conditioner, leave-in conditioner. And it's water activated.
We're gonna have to get a sample out to the Colorado comedian
Yes.
so he can
It'll
smell
make
it
your hair grow real nice.
and rub his tresses.
Okay,
Get this
get
thing
real
right.
deep
You know,
in
it's
the
kind of
bush.
dry.
Mm-hmm. Your ends is dry. Oh no.
How you look? Don't be looking at my. God dang it! I can't even put my hood on. That's how bad it is right this second.
The background always makes his hair look purple. That's why I be calling him a different character because his hair be looking purple.
That's the light.
Come forward again a little bit. No,
Oh,
go
black.
sideways. Sideways. Where was it? It's purple at some point when it's
Oh
purple,
yeah,
and
it's
I'm
gonna change purple again. It's the light because I got
Mhm.
my Christmas light on.
Oh
See,
yeah.
purple.
there it goes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, now it looks purple. Purple
Uh-huh.
gerbils.
Look at them roots, boy. I need boy.
Ooh, what?
Boy,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
we're
touch
gonna
up
have to
for
get you a
show.
sample of the oil out there for sure.
I need some.
Yeah.
Itchy.
Quickly.
Itchy. Yeah. Right
Shout
on. Right
out
on.
to one of our sponsors today, and it is the Drink Water campaign created by Ejection, and that is available by logging on to girlmondayglamorous.com. And you will find the drink water campaign Kindister that is available to purchase. And her idea for that was not only can you purchase one for yourself, but maybe purchase one for somebody who's less fortunate, who's out there, and that gives them a way to have some food, keep it warm or cold. It does both. And I think it comes with a little pop out spoon as well.
Awesome.
So, yeah. And there's other
Cool.
things that you can purchase along the lines of our winter collection. We have they have their relaxing therapy candles. The Love is Love hoodies are now available. And the day one sweatshirts. And there's also great sweatpants for guys and girls. So you can check that out. And that is at girlmondayglamorous.com. And Colorado comedian, tell us how to find you across the other platforms. Tell us what the pit stop is. Can you tell us what the pit stop is?
Yeah, but everything's Lady E. You probably never heard this before, but what I normally do is I end up doing what they call is the pit stop, where you get your local news, your weather, and your sports all in one little shop. But it's all in Colorado. 95% of the time, it ain't all that good information. But you know, it just kind of works that way. And then after that pit stop, you might get a skinny dipping, or as they say, the joke tank. Those two shows that I actually do, they actually bring comedians in and people in and sorts. Yeah, there's some virtual money involved, but you know, as soon as we get paid on that, then there'll be another scenario on that too. Now, reason why I gave you those particular shows is because this guy is going to end up doing jokes in the snow. Now, that's going to happen here really, really soon. I'm just missing one particular item. The goddamn snow. So as soon as that goes off, it's gonna be jokes in the snow, but it's gonna be something cool. You know what I'm saying? So
that's currently the run. That's currently the running joke is that there is no snow.
Yeah, there's no
There's
snow.
no
That's what I
snow
said. Which
in
jokes in the snow?
really? It's
Yeah,
all out
there
here.
ain't no
That's
snow here in
fine.
Colorado. And then, as I say, to find me, you have to understand that one, this is not me. So you're gonna look for Will Smith, not the one that smacks people, the one that's in Colorado. People, look for Will Smith in Colorado. You know, it's down there in the bottom, right there. It's Will Smith, yeah, right there. See
Yep.
Will Smith. Find that one. You find a Colorado comedian, and you will see the Pit Stop, Joke Tank, Skinny Dipping, and probably some other shows that I was on too. But you know, it's just one of those things. But I'm really looking forward to, as I say, the Jokes in the Snow. Hopefully, I get all 20 comedians out here with the 10 musical artists, and we're gonna basically take over 2, not 1, but 2 Airbnbs, and we're gonna see how that runs down. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how that works out.
Mm-hmm. That's what's
But
up.
definitely find me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Monogram, Wanagram. I'm actually on Pornhub too, but that's under a different name. That's like Little Thunder. It's not Chocolate Thunder. It's Little Thunder. Don't pay any attention to the name. But yeah, you can find me on those platforms under Will Smith or Little Smitty, 2236. I had to find some numbers because there's a lot of little Smitties out there that I didn't realize, but you know how the fuck that works out. But yeah, find us out there. And if you really get the opportunity to, go to YouTube, people. Check out 2 niggas smoking weed. You'll see me on there along with me and Flower. You know what I'm saying? So hook it up. Pay attention. Like, subscribe.
And you are tuned into the YouTube channel that is under the call name Coachella Valley Concierge. That's where you can find us here on YouTube. And I believe we are hopefully still streaming to Twitch Live. And I think we're twitching under Coachella Valley Concierge. Hopefully, I have to check that to make sure that worked out. And yeah, so you guys have a great day. Today is Tuesday. And enjoy your evening.
All right. Good night.
Good night.